Here we go again, back with part 6 of our Motorsport Manager series. Today we are going to the Munich Grand Prix and hopefully we can maybe again get a top 16 place with it. Pretty okay last time if I remember correctly. So I recorded a few days ago so I can't really remember what place we got, but I can probably just take a look at the standing somewhere. Or maybe not, view season calendar. Let's see what we got. We got 16, so we got what we need to do. We of course signed Latin, and I think this was the first race, maybe it was the second race for the team. But he's a big improvement over Evans that we had before. And yes, he's already by far twice as good as our former best driver. So of course right now she's injured as well. So she's having a bit of trouble, and I think she hurt herself after this last race as well. You can see it right here. She has a dislocated shoulder for 4 weeks, which might, or at 31 days, that's actually a little bit more than 4 weeks. So it might not be a problem. Hopefully it won't be, because right now she's, just terrible. But first we have, of course, a little interview, and then we need to look at the car to see if we can get any improvements done before the next race. So let's go to interview first, channel 6. I'm just always positive, so hopefully that will improve the morale, or at least keep the morale as high as possible right now. You can see if it's black here, I don't think it can get any higher. Maybe just because that's the morale we are already good. I don't know. But it seems fine. Let's just look at the car. We can't really see it before the repair is done, so should see it now. Also have some sponsors to go through. Okay, there we go. So they will be done 2 days before the race. We are fixing both the brake reliability on both cars. Then we only need suspension to be improved, and we can then move on to actually improving the performance a bit, because we're so slow and we're going to be slow for the entire season. That's why I'm not really spending money on anything right now. I want to spend money on my factory as fast as possible so I can get this done so much quicker in season 2. So I'll have a lot of money to spend on just a better car first of all, and then get the reliability out of the way first of all, and move on to focusing on performance in season 2. That's really my goal for now. But let's look at the sponsors. We have one offer here, so we'll just take a little for the free races anyway. We're not going to get it, but I don't care. If there was upfront payment, I would have taken that. So this is like 500,000 or 6 times 150. Always taking the fixed pay per race. It's going to be so much better. Even though I should have probably taken the other one, so I would have actually got up to 8 million in the next race. But if I get a good race result, I actually think I might get up there anyway. But for now, let's move on to the race. I don't think there'll be much more, maybe a vote or something before that. Okay, so we have a little bit of a dilemma here, because there's actually a positive dilemma. We have both mechanical relationship +5 or money, but at the cost of relationship. So first of all, I'm just going to see both mechanics relationship. I don't know, is that the relationship with each other or is it with the driver? Because I don't really care too much about mechanics relationship, honestly. I'd rather take 100,000 euros, because I actually think that would be enough. So after the next race we can upgrade our headquarters, because otherwise I think we're just outside of the balance range. So let's go to mail. I'm actually going to accept this offer to take those tiny bit of money here. Hopefully that'll come in handy for us. Just be the little bit of money who pushes us over the edge. We will still get this done in about 3 days, so I'm just going to pause it there. Or not. Okay, that's just a little event before, but just to pause it so we can immediately go on to work to the next part. Oh, that's too quickly. Okay, so yeah, factory staff is idle. So we're done with the brakes. So now we're going to move straight on to the suspension, of course. 15 days after the race, but that'll be done pretty quickly actually. We might start working on the gearbox or maybe brakes of one of the cars. Can we do that and still have it done before? So I'm guessing the next race is in 8th of September. That's 4 weeks. So that's 29 days we have until that race. And we probably only have, I don't actually know. I'm just saying 24 days max. So we'll move this a little bit forward, see if we can max them pretty well. So 26 days, goodness, will this work? Can we get one of the brakes done before that as well? and we might as well take... Nah, I'm just going to play it safe and get the suspension done before next race. Okay, so we got them out of the practice now. I put them both on a lot of acceleration compared to top speed because I feel like the straight, there's a couple long straights, but I just think that there's so many sharp corners where you need to accelerate quickly. So I put both of them pretty big acceleration and then various amounts of downforce and handling on both cars just to see who's closer to the ideal setup. So now we put them on first again just to see if they can set a good time here, of course, on intermediate tire, since the rain is pouring down quite a lot right now. It's actually pretty close to wet conditions, but I was looking at the profile and it doesn't seem like it's going to be wet enough for actually sufficing wet tires. So maybe it might even get dry before we even set a lap on these tires here. So we'll probably just get a quick lap on them now. Latin wants handling a bit stiffer, since Anna hasn't said anything yet, I believe. Yeah, they're both happy with the gear ratio, so I think I've got the acceleration right, that we need acceleration rather than top speed on this track. So now my lap is on. I don't think we are blocked by any rider. Tang is the rider in first at the moment, and I don't think we are in any danger of catching up with him or her. So after this lap we'll probably bring them in again and put them on a set of probably soft tires and medium tires compared to what is the harder compound. We might actually just put it on super soft just to see if how good we actually are on the fast tires compared to the other riders here in the peloton. Okay, so we got them in now. Look at the setup. So we're great on the speed balance here. We really need a lot of work on Latin in here, so we can just start with her here. Okay, good, great. So we're not going to really mess with the gear ratios here for her. So she has closer to high and pretty good understeer as well. So I'm pretty sure I put a lot of understeer and a lot of low downforce on the other car. So I think we need even higher downforce than we had before, maybe even up towards here. Put the gear acceleration a little bit down and maybe actually a little bit more. I think we had even more acceleration on the other car. And then handling, I don't know actually know which way to move this. I think I'll put it there. Since yeah, let's just do 2 laps again. Soft tires sent out, and then we have her. You can see we have a very different setup here. Way shorter gear ratios, way higher suspension stiffness. So we'll up the speed balance quite a bit towards top speed, but also of course a lot more oversteer compared to before. And on the other way we need a lot more higher downforce as well, so let's just make sure this is better than before. I think it's actually pretty close to the setup we have on both cars now, just about the same. Soft, super soft as well. And let's see what kind of time we can set here on those tires. Okay, so practice done. I'm actually first and second right now because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the only one to set a lap on any kind of dry tires here, so I've kind of snaked the whole peloton. I almost didn't even beat third place with Latin in here, as he was also kind of plugged in doing her run, but still we managed to get first and second in the practice with the worst cars in the world. So I mean, you can see they can mess up by practice on the wrong kind of tire compounds. Hopefully that won't matter too much. First, second, and actually one guy got in fourth. Actually, that's the best car. He still only didn't even beat us, so that's really weird. Okay, I think they both said the handling was worse, so I think we need a handling setup kind of in the middle of the two we had to begin with. So we're a little too much to understeer. We need a little bit more in the middle instead. So first of all, let's find the mouse. Okay, there it is. And choose some setups. We lost level 2, you can see on because of our mechanic relationship. So we need even higher downforce on Latinen's car here. Something like that. Speed balance around here. Handling is good, but I want it to be great. So we put it somewhere around there. There maybe. I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Let's look at the weather. Is there any rain? No rain in the beginning of the race here. I think we're just going to go in super soft just to get a flying start out of the Pelton here. Santana's setup is actually pretty good. She just needs a lot more understeer compared to what she had before. So we'll look a little bit at that. That's suspension stiffness, of course. So somewhere around there, I would say. I was taking the speed balance at the same. Fresh set of super soft tires on, and I think we're actually starting first as well, first and second. So it's just about flying, maybe even holding back with one of the riders. But I'm kind of scared about holding back because that person I used to try and do the hold back tactic with always ends up just falling down Pelton to last in like a half a lap. So hopefully Latin can get out first because I think she's the stronger driver. At least she's stronger race-wise, and Santana is of course no longer injured. She also got overtaken by 2, so not the best start for the team. We lost to 1 position already. Seems like 2 maybe. As Rogers, I believe it is, goes up, and now we lose first as well. 2 has got a great start. We hold on to third though, so it's not the end, and Latin goes from first to fourth in 2 corners. Why? It's just because she took the worst line through those corners in the world. See, now she loses another place because she got too close and had to brake so hard that she didn't carry any speed around the corner at all there. She's under pressure from Tang now. Sorry, I just had to let the cat out. So we'll continue on again here. Santana is still in second, Latin down to 5th now. 4th, she's pretty much battling Tang now, but I think she had the outside lane, so it's surely she's been overtaken now. Tries a bit to the inside now, but she leaves a lot of speed on the outside for Antonov. Does plug in a little bit. Meanwhile, she blocks up as well, meaning her strong tires are now pretty much useless since they are so old already after, yeah, pretty much brake checking them too hard. And losing ground to Tang up in front. We're going as fast as we can, and we can't really keep up with any of the other teams at the moment. It's just about pretty much outsmarting them. Dreyfus locks up. I'm hoping for a lot of lockups. Just not for my team, which we have already sadly enough had one. Probably our best chance of getting a good result, getting top 16. We're just hoping for some retirements or some running out of fuel in the last lap or 2, meaning we can hopefully gain some places at the end, but it will be very difficult. So let me just see, we can have 9 laps I think of fuel, 10 laps of fuel, and we have 24 laps remaining right now. So we can do a 2-stop strategy, but I don't know if we can actually make it through lap 5, and then we have to go really slow for the rest of the race. So should we do 3-stop strategy? Lap maybe even now already with Latinen and just get her out on a fresh set of medium tires, and then have Santana maybe do a 2-stop strategy. We have 2 rather different strategies. So that's the best first sector lap, Santana. I mean, Latinen's tires are so bad already, so we might as well put her in now. Put her out of her misery. 10 laps of fuel. Condition of the car should be fine, maybe only suspension is the only problem. So hopefully the pit stop will go fine here. Just realized I pitted the wrong person. Okay, medium, fuel options. Up to 10 laps of fuel, parts are fine. Fast pit stop as well. And now it should be alright. So let's see where we come out after the pit stop here. So she comes out well behind the Pelton, but on now fresh set of tires, which she can really push. I'm going to just not push them that much, the tires, but just use the engine a lot. Of course, everything should be fine, and maybe apart from suspension later on in the race. But I mean, I don't think the suspension being a problem will end the race for me. So I won't repair that during the race if we are going to be close to the red zone at some point. You can see Santana's actually come out to 2nd now. I think she's actually 2nd all the time, but she's doing actually really well. We're catching up with Latinen, so she got out well ahead of Valdez. Of course, she was in 5th, and I think Valdez was in like last or 2nd to last before the pit stop. But she's 13-7, 13-8. Just looking at the time difference, right ahead of her. Seems like she's actually kind of pulling in So as long as you're gaining time by staying out on these tires, medium tires, now pitting early, I'm pretty sure the undercut is working well. We have Väinen, Mateta, and John Stott here out in the pits, which Latinen all goes out ahead of. So now we probably need to get into the pits here. Put on a set of medium tires. He has 18 laps to go. We could go 10 laps on these medium tires and just medium fuel strategy. So you'll drop down maybe 5-6 places in the ranks, but you'll only have to pit once. And then the next stint we can do a 9 lap stint, so you can do a little bit faster on the last 9 laps. But I would have really liked to stay out here for another lap. But with these kind of tire he's wearing at the moment, I don't think that'll be possible at all. So first Jules in the pits, Tanks in the pits, Santana's in the pits, Rogers, Beauchamp, Sabato, actually the entire top 11, 12, 13, everybody's in the pits at the moment. So now let's see where Latinen comes out at. She actually comes out ahead of Santana as well. And then Mateta as well come out here. So now we want to go to, what do we want to go to? But I want to go to medium tires, medium tire, push tire wear maybe, and medium engine, just not use that much fuel here now. Okay, so we have Latinen now. We can look at the data center to see if we can actually make it this way. So tires is what I'm really looking for. She pitted on lap, so this is lap, is lap 8 or is it lap 9 right now? Which lap are we doing at the moment? That's really what I want to know. Continue. We're on lap 9 right now, so this is the 6th lap we're out on this tire history. So this is the 6th lap and we still have 16 more to go. Okay, so we can't do that much fuel first as we did in this stint here. It put us up quite a lot of places with Latinen, but it's probably a bit too much fuel usage. So we need to run down to high, and then we might just make it onto 8 lap stints in the end here. Tire wear seems to be alright. You could probably make it 2 laps more on these tires. I don't think that would be the biggest problem. So should I just risk it, put it out for another lap, and then have a little bit easier time towards the end? Or should I just make the early pit stop here and come out and probably around 18th place, I guess I will come out at. Probably need to make a decision soon. I think I'll keep it out another lap because I'm kind of breaking down the cars behind me while they are in better tire wear than me, so I think I'm winning by this. So now we got overtaken, so I think we'll start falling down the ranks now pretty soon. So I feel like this is a good moment to just take the pit stop. We don't have this need to anyway because we don't have fuel enough to go 2 laps. Pit strategy is fast, as it usually just stays at that, so let's just go to pit stop and yeah, get to the next part. So Latinen comes out in 20th position, of course now on completely fresh tires, whereas everyone else has won 25%, mostly even 33% of their tire wear already, so she should gain some pace at least on the riders last in the peloton, and if she gets up with the riders so she can touch their butts on first tires while they'll still have to pit maybe even 2 more times. 19th place comes out there, and Mateta, he was in 2nd before. Actually, that's the guy I was battling with for 2nd before. So he comes out on the mediums as well. So if he comes up to the train and gets stuck in the train as well, then I think we've done a good strategy getting out. Maybe just a lap before him, but we didn't have much chance. I think we pitted like 2-3 laps, and he was on soft tires as well before this. So of course he needed to pit a little earlier. Beauchamp takes the lead. Santa Ana still out there in 70s, dropping down faster and faster. Jules comes out on first tires in 6th. He's the guy who was well out in first. So he's definitely the main contender now. Valdez, Melo, El Sadat way behind. I think they were the guys close behind me before. Santa Ana still needs a couple of laps more. Let's see, she has 12 laps remaining now, 4 laps of fuel. Could probably have to go to high and then do 3 laps. So she'll have 9 laps on the last set of tires. I think that we'll have enough fuel for that. Hopefully we will at least. Matera locks up on his fresh medium tires. That's good for me, so hopefully we can pull up a little bit of a gap. Then was pretty close to me before as well. I think he was in 4th or 5th before the pit stop came through. So we're still ahead of him. That's good news. Of course, he will probably go past us pretty quickly now, since we're not going that high on our engine at the moment. With Latinen. Santa Ana still out there. 11 laps to go. We get overtaken for 15th place, but now a lot of people pit, so we come out in 9th and 2nd. Only 2 ahead who has already pitted. Then Bele and Matera who have not pitted yet. They'll probably come out behind me. So that's good, I think. I think it's pretty good right now. Santa Ana can still do another lap. I mean, if I pit her now, she'll have to do 10 laps. She's done 9 laps already. Probably have to go down to medium with her, because otherwise she's screwed. She gets overtaken by the fastest kind of Peloton on fresh tires. No shame in that. Not blaming her there at all. Jar has locked up. Jar is in the fastest car. He's back in 19th place. So Santa Ana will go into the pits here on medium tires. It's final pit stop of the race. 9 laps remaining. 10 laps of fuel. Whew, fast pit stop. Will come out in around 12th, 13th place. But she will not have to pit again. Every other rider will probably have to pit again. She'll be slow compared to everyone else as well. But she'll be on fresher tires, at least in the beginning. So hopefully she can hold her own as good as possible, I would say. So Santana comes out in 16th. She just pushes herself out of front of a few riders here, but she'll get overtaken by pretty much all of them. Now down in 18th place. Gerard ahead of me has a mechanical failure of some sort, but I don't think it'll matter too much because, well, we're just so slow when we're not pushing, and when we're slow anyway, but we're not pushing, we're so slow. So I think if I pit now, I would have how many laps to go? 7 laps to go on the last set of tires here. Yeah, I'll have 7 laps to go if I pit after this lap here. So we have 40% tires. I think this is the right moment to stop anyway. So let's go on the final set of medium tires. Fill up immediately so we can go as fast as possible on the last stint here. And pit Latinen in here now. So we should have been all done with pit stops now. Let's just use these tires out. We have John Stott here behind us, the Icelandic rider. Bocham still in first, Sabato in second. Chu, who was by far in the best position to win this race, has kind of screwed up in my opinion. It's now down to third. But Bocham has the best car, so it's not that big a surprise anyway. So Latinen goes into pits here. Anyone else joins me. 9th place. Mello goes into pits as well. It's maybe a rider we have a chance of beating here. So I come out behind Santana, but on fresh tires and a lot more fuel as well. So it'll kind of be close, I think, between my 2 riders on who is the best here. He comes out actually directly behind because Santana gets overtaken, I believe. So now it's like really close. I might just tell Santana to allow his teammate through because Latinen can push a lot more now, and he's probably my best bet for top 16 here. '19th tries to take the overtake as well. I'm not really letting... Oh, finally she got past. I was like, good fight there. I said she should go through. Okay, but Mello goes through as well, so they're not the best. He is on soft tires though, so he's really fast right now. But I don't know how fast he'll be towards the end of the race. Hopefully, we have all the riders ahead of us right now on soft tires, but I'm kind of looking at like between 5th and 11th, how they're looking. And we had an accident, a rear wing. Mello drove up the rear of me, so that's so annoying. It's my best chance as well because we can't really push with Santana that much. So we have 5 laps to go, 6.5 laps with Santana. I mean, we kind of have to. It's just after pit lane as well, so she's going to go down to 20th as well. That's the worst part about it. There's no real choice. So soft tires. I'm not really going to bother with fuel. Fix the rear wing. Why can I not click on the fix the rear wing? Where's my mouse at? My mouse is not showing. Everything's going wrong. I disconnect and connected my mouse again. It's still not showing. Let's try another USB port. I just saw it there and now it's gone again. It just disappeared. It just appeared for like a second or so. Wait a minute, I'll figure this out quickly. Okay, it only took like 2 seconds after I stopped saying anything. So I'll probably just leave it in. Fix part. 8.6 seconds. Fast pit stop. Yeah, it's pretty much only a tire change. And, well, yeah. So now Latin can let Santa Ana through. So they're working for each other, yay! Meanwhile, Cavalcanti on fresh tires and is now out there. I'll go up to high a little bit. Gerard in 20th is not looking strong either, but he's not having that much damage compared to me. How's Miller going so fast? Does he not have any damage at all? Has he just broken my, what's it called, rear wing? And I can just do nothing apparently. Matita, Cavalcanti locked up. We're down to 18th. Cavalcanti overtook us. Gerard overtook Santana as well. Ooh. Melo got into the pits, so we're going 18th and 20th at the moment, I think. It'll probably not be any better than that. We still have 4 laps to go on 6 laps of fuel. I don't even know if we can make that with Latinen. But we don't really care anymore because he's probably going to get last. He's almost lapped as well at the moment. Chu is actually ahead of Bocham at the moment. But Bocham is in a much faster car. Santana in 18th, so we'll probably follow her for the rest of the race. 17th, 16th, maybe 14th, 3rd. I mean, Mateta is the only guy I can really see us overtaking. El Sadat in 9th. Maybe he'll run out of fuel at some point. Yeah, he's out of fuel now. That's actually in 10th. He's dropping down really fast. We'll probably overtake him actually. It's already down to 14th. You can see how the grey dot on the map, number 15 now, how slowly he's moving. So, I mean, if he's not stupid, he'll pit now. He'll go on fresh tires though. He didn't pit. Okay, so that's at least one position we won there. Because, yeah, that's stupid. Dreyfus is out of fuel as well. She's in 7th. So she's way up the road. But she won't pit either, I'm sure of it. She won't pit either. It's actually looking pretty good for us right now. Overtake now on Santana. Push the driving out of fuel. We have enough. Rogers out of fuel. We might move up quite a few positions here. Because there's a lot of slow riders out ahead of us now. Can we go up to like 14th, 13th maybe? We're already up to Dreyfus. I wish there was more time. But then they probably would have pitted and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So we got our objective done. Thank God. 15th Tang. We'll probably all take him as well. Kind of the rider we was battling with along at the start. 14th is Jar. There's some really slow riders around there at the corner here. 14th, 13th. A few extra meters and we would have probably gone 13th. But we end up getting 15th. I think that's actually our best result yet in the season. And it came out of pretty much nowhere with a lot of riders screwing up. 19th actually as well for Latinen, who overtook El Sadat, who ran out of fuel with over 2 laps to go. That's just terrible management by I think that's the Archer team. So, good result honestly. Next up, in next video I think we should have enough money to now build an improvement to headquarters. It will not be done until the end of the season, but it'll be really nice to have done for season 2. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. We finished 15. Let's just see if there's any riders who got degraded. We of course didn't because we haven't built any parts yet. 14th actually we get that improvement a little bit because Mello got demoted 2 places and 10-second penalty. And this Gerard guy got demoted 18 places, but I think he was pretty far down anyway before. So I think we actually should be pretty good right now. We are in 19th and 20th still of course. Latinen getting like 2 points today, and Santana getting maybe 5-6 points. Not the worst, as he hasn't really proven that much to me yet, the Finnish girl, but hopefully she'll do better in the coming races. I'm satisfied. We got the objective done, so can't really complain too much. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. It was actually really interesting to see what happens, and it's so difficult mastering a strategy for such a bad team compared to everyone else. You have, especially when I'm not even improving my car. I'm just trying to get the car to the finish line every single race and hopefully getting a good objective done together with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe, like and comment on the video saying what you thought about it, or subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed my content, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.